What did we do? Yeah, Priyaranjan, you were trying to say something. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
What did we do in the previous class? You were trying to say something.
Yes, ma'am. Discount coupon.
Discount what? Yes, Fina, are you there? Aryan Tiwari. Aryan Tiwari. Gautam. All right. So here is the screen, and in the previous class, what did we do? We were trying to create a ticket, and then we were trying to claim the ticket. So if we were clicking on this particular button, then a new ticket was getting received, and if we were pressing the claim button, and then the ticket was getting removed from the queue. And similarly, we can create multiple tickets in a row, and then we can remove them after they get claimed. So this much of work we have done till the previous class. Now what are we going to do? We will try to implement this feature. That is, we are trying to build a live stats, all right, for the admin dashboard. And this component is for the admin role only. So as per the previous classes, I have taught you in order to implement the protected routes as well as the role based access. Depending upon the role of the user, the UI will change. So you have to implement this feature for the admin only. Now we are going to see what all code do we have to write in the backend as well as the front end so that we can implement this live stats feature. All right. So what I will do, I will go back to my ticket controller. All right. So here we are having a couple of tickets. At first, what I will do, I will just copy my backend and front end servers. I'll just stop it. All right. So now here we have done a couple of functions, that is claim ticket as well as the cricket ticket, create ticket till the previous class. Now what I will do, in order to get the live statistics, I will create one more function. For that, the first thing that I will do is I will create an array of tickets so that whichever statistic of ticket I will fetch from the database, I will store it inside the array only. And here comes our function, that is the get stats is equal to this we are going to assign an arrow function. All right. Inside this arrow function, whichever data we will fetch from the database, I am going to return it over here. So providing with the total number of tickets which are present inside my data. So how to get that? With the help of tickets. Let just make it tickets. All right. Tickets, and in order to fetch all the data which is present inside our array, we will take the tickets dot length keyword. So this is how we are going to take every single element which is present inside the tickets array. And after that, we are going to check if the ticket status is open or closed. All right. How to check that? This open or closed is a particular condition, right? If the ticket is in open condition or if the ticket is a closed condition. So whenever we talk about condition applied on the elements of the array, there comes a method into the play. The name of the method is filter method. All right. So here what we will do, we will use tickets dot filter, and inside the filter we are going to check a particular condition, and this t is an iterating object. What this is the object which will iterate through each and every element which is present inside our array. So here, with the help of p dot status, we are going to check if the ticket is open. So here we are going to provide the string open, and this will iterate through the entire array. All right. So for that, what we are going to do, we will attach the length keyword over here as well. And after checking the open status, we will also check the closed status. Same thing we are going to do over here as well. We will copy this entire thing and then we will paste it over here. Instead of open, I will provide claimed. That's it. So this much of work we had to do. Now what we will do, after claiming a particular ticket, we have to update their status as well. So how to update the status? We will go to each and every function and we have to write uh, a few lines of code over there. That is, over here, as we have written new ticket, below this, I will provide one more method, that is tickets dot. Here I am going to use the unshift method. And if you people have studied the arrays in JavaScript, then you people might have the idea why are we actually trying to use the unshift over here. As you people can see on the screen itself, that this unshift is used in order to insert new elements at the start of the array and returns the new length of the array. So why are we actually using the unshift? Because after changing the after creating a new ticket, all right, so what are we trying to do? We are trying to insert every single element that we have created, that is every single ticket that we are trying to create, with the help of which method? With the help of this create ticket method. So with the help of this create ticket method, every single ticket which is created over here will be stored inside the tickets array. That is why we are writing tickets.unshift in order to insert those elements at the start of an array. So over here, I will provide which element? I am going to provide the new ticket element. That's it. So this is how we are going to store the new ticket inside the tickets array, which is created with the help of create ticket method. And after the claim ticket, what we are going to do? We are going to update the status. One more event that has to be performed. Inside this claim ticket, what have we provided to the, what broadcast message did we provide? That the ticket got claimed. After that, we were providing the ID of the ticket. All right. And as I have said that we have to update the status of the ticket as well, that this particular ticket with this ID has been claimed. So in order to do that, we will write one more broadcast message, that is io.emit. Inside this, I will provide a message, that is status update. And after that, I am going to provide the get state method over here. That is the get stats. That's it. With the help of these things, we can provide an entire function. We can provide an entire function of claiming the ticket. Now we will save it. So now that we have written the method, what is the next thing that we have to do? Can anyone tell me? All right, we have to provide the routing for this particular function, that is get stat. Before that, one optional thing that I would like to add over here is, in order to get the initial status of that particular ticket, that is before claiming the ticket, what is the status of a particular ticket? In order to show that, I will just write one more function, that is const get initial state. So this function is going to provide us the initial status of our ticket. Inside this, I will provide res.json. Over here, I will call the getStats method. And here I will export this as well. That is my getInitialStat. Now I will save it. Now what I will do, I will move to my routes, that is tickets route.js. And after the claim ticket, I will import get initial state. Now, I have to provide the endpoint over here in order to access that particular ticket. So the endpoint that I will provide over here is router dot get. Since we are fetching the current status, I will provide stat. And after that, I will call the method, that is get initial state. Save it again. So now our backend is entirely ready. What I will do, inside the components folder only, I will create one more file, that is for the admin. So the name I will provide it is adminstats.jsx. Inside this file, I will create a new component for the admin. So here I will import the general things that we import, that is React. Along with that, we also import the use state and the use effect hook. From where? From the React library. Along with that, in order to connect our front end with the backend socket, we have to import which dependency? We just have to import the socket.io client dependency. And then what I will do, I will connect this front end with my backend, providing the backend URL. So how to do that? With the help of method. So here I will provide a variable, that is socket, and then I will provide io dot. Here I will call the connect method in order to connect my backend with the front end, that is HTTP. Let's take it from over here also. Right. Copy it and then paste it. All right, now we have provided our backend URL. And after that, I will create a function, that is const admin stats is equal to, as we usually do, we provide an arrow function to it. And here I am going to create an array which will be having a variable as well as a function, that is stats is a variable and set stats is a function. Assigning them a use state hook, I will initialize the value of stats with the help of providing three values. What are they? Total, open, and closed. Providing them the count of total number of tickets, number of tickets whose status is open, and number of tickets whose status is closed. Right? So here what I will do, I will provide three variables, that is total. So initially the total number of ticket is 0. Initially, the total number of ticket which is closed is 0, and then the total number of tickets which is open is also 0. So you can alter it in their uh, order also. Alright, after initializing their values, here I will use my use effect hook, inside which I will place an arrow function. All right. So inside the use effect hook, I have placed an arrow function. This time what I will do, I will use the fetch method in order to fetch all the tickets which is present inside my backend array. So how to do that? With the help of fetch method, I am going to provide the backend through which I am fetching all the get request, right? Providing the get request in order to fetch the data of every single ticket along with its status, whether it is claimed or not. So how to do that? I will paste the same URL. And here it is API and then tickets. All right. API tickets, and after that I will provide the stats. Now, again, a JavaScript concept is applied over here. Dot then as well as dot catch. If the connection is successful, then it is going to provide us all the data which is called by the API from the array itself. So here it is going to return us the data as the response in a JSON format. And not only that, it will also provide us the data with the help of which function? With the help of setStats function. So here I will provide one more then method, and here I will provide data, and this data will provide us, and each and every status will be set to the that value which is stored inside the data, and those values are fetched from the backend. And finally, if any error occurs, then that will be handled with the help of catch block. All right. So after that, okay. So here we have fetched all the data from the backend. Now, how to in the previous file, what we have done, we have provided the on method in order to provide an event. And if the event is performed, what kind of arrow function is associated for that particular event. In order to do that, we were using the socket.on method. So something of that kind only we are going to write over here as well. That is, I am going to target an event. What is the event? That is stats update. And if the status of the ticket will be updated, then this particular arrow function will get executed. So here I will provide new stats. Inside this, what I will do, I will provide in the console that status got updated. How did the status got updated? Previously, when the user will create a ticket, at that time the ticket will be open, right? Because the user is creating a ticket. But when the admin will claim the ticket, at that time the status of the ticket will get updated from what? From open to close. So that is how you people are going to implement this feature. Once the admin claims the ticket, at that time the status will get updated from what to what? From open to close. Now, how to show that? With the help of new stats that we have mentioned. All right. So we have logged inside the console. And then what we will do, we will change the set stats value to new stats. And then we will finally return the socket.off after performing this entire method. Over here, I will provide socket.off. Inside this, I will mention the event. Which event do I want to shut off? That is stats update. And finally, I am going to provide an empty array over here, which is supposed to be inside the use effect hook to make sure that the array that the use effect hook runs at least for once. And now here comes the time for the HTML tags. First one is going to be my div tag. Inside the div tag, I will place a header, and this header will say admin live dashboard. And after the header, this div tag will have a header which will provide us the total number of tickets. That is total tickets. All right. And after that, it will provide how to fetch the data that we have stored inside the stats array. we are going to provide it with the help of stats dot total. So this will show us the number of total tickets. Then comes a div tag inside which I will provide the total number of open tickets. And then here providing stats dot open. And finally creating one more div tag, I will provide close tickets. And here I will show stats dot close. That's it. And then I will finally export this entire method with the help of export default. What is the name of the method? That is admin stats. That's it. Save it. Now, what I have to do, I have to import it inside my app.jsx. Import admin stats. And then what I will do, I will place it over here. Close it. All right. See, the error that you are facing over here is the React treats the entire website as a single div tag. All right. So what is the condition over here? In a entire website, there has to be a single div tag. We cannot place multiple div tag inside a particular website. In order to overcome this error, what we will do, we will copy this entire thing, create angular brackets, and inside that we can render as much components as we want. So here, in order to separate them, I will provide an HR tag. That's it. So let's just run our entire backend and front end. Save them. All right. Change the directory to backend. And over here, change the directory to front end. Node1 server.js and then npm run dev. All right. See, we are getting the admin dashboard, total ticket, open and close ticket. Let's go to the inspect method. Create a ticket. Ticket got created. Claim it. What is it happening over here? Inside the admin stats. Line number 13, isn't it? All right, it's not being able to find the tickets. Why? Let's check if the backend is providing. Create a new request. My cousin. Then the server name was API tickets and stats. API tickets and stats. Why is it so?
Ma'am, route is only stat, not tickets in front of that.
No, it has to be something like. Okay, it is stat, right? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we are getting that. So in the front end also we have to change it, isn't it? Save it again. So it's not working. See, it's working now. Total number of tickets is 16. Open tickets is 16. Closed is 0. So what if I open this entire server, that is front end code, in some different browser? If we go to Chrome and paste the, yeah, here it is 21. Why? Because in the previous one, 16 plus 5, we have created 5 more tickets, isn't it? Over here. If I claim them all, let's see if it's working in the Chrome. Claim it. 21 it is. See, it got updated to 22, isn't it? Are people able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this
But
is how
ma'am,
you
it's
have to.
working on refresh, not like it's changing on live event.
That you have to provide it when you are going to build the UI. Understood?
You are changing the state now, ma'am, on socket, but it's not working. Like,
See, if one browser is there, like if the client is there, and in the other part admin is there, so it will become difficult in order to see the same thing for the client as well as for the admin. Since we have not provided over here the protected route, that is the different UI for the admin and the different UI for the client, this may be possible that one end where the admin is seeing something that can be different for the client. I try to get my point. The UI is different.
okay, ma'am.
All right. Any doubt in the codes that I have provided? All right. If there are no any doubts, then you people can leave the meeting. And this was the last session for the first month. And after that, you people are just having your GitHub sessions. And just be ready with your project, because we'll be having your project evaluation around 25th or something. So we are done with this part. That is, yeah, live stats, and then there is just GitHub, which has already been done. And then after that, we will be conducting your project review.
Like, ma'am, I have not signed any project till now.
Can you please repeat, Gaurav?
I have not
Gautam?
signed any project till now, ma'am. Like, I have not received any mail of project.
So what were you doing all these days?
Like, I am contacting the support person, but they are not replying.
So try to build a project on your own. You might be having these uh, drive link in your group, right?
No, ma'am, I don't have these details.
Are you not there in the group? How are you being able to join the link?
Like, I am
Join the
not
meeting
in.
with the link.
I am only in the batch, not in the group.
How are you getting the meeting link, Gautam?
Like, I am in the batch, ma'am, not in the group. There are two groups, na. One is the batch group and the different groups like G2, G1.
So Gautam, inside the group itself, that is the in which you are present, that is the batch. This drive link has already been provided. months ago.
No, ma'am, I don't have that link over there.
So I will provide it to you, this entire PDF, for just a second. Yeah, I'm providing it to you in the chat box.
Okay,
You should
ma'am.
have spoke about it to me. Yeah, copy paste this link and try to build a project.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. All right. Bye, everyone.
Like when I will be added in the group, ma'am.
What?
I have added in the batch group, but don't in different groups like 5 or 10 people group. I am in the
Total
11.1
since,
batch.
did you try to contact the people of your own batch or
Yes,
your
ma'am,
own
but
group?
they are not replying.
So try to build the project on your own.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't rely on others.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.